Wonyoung and Leeseo under fire for abusing lip-syncing, and IVE's performance at Kohaku is said to be the worst of the worst. Sserafim is also in trouble when getting criticized by both Knetizens and Jnetizens. Why is it always these two girl groups? Before you decide to jump in and defend them, hold your horses because it seems like this time, netizens have legit reasons to criticize IVE and Lesserafim. So from the 4th generation, K-pop is no longer too strict about idols having to sing live all the time, because nowadays the choreographies are exhausting and idols also have a lot more activities than just dancing and singing. However, instead of feeling grateful, Starship has taken advantage of that and let Wonyoung and Leeseo lip-sync, even while just sitting still on a chair. To make things worse, they didn't even bother to record a new backtrack for the performance, but reused the audio in one of their YouTube videos uploaded 5 months ago. Many fans were extremely disappointed as they came to support the girls, but ended up receiving a recording full of nasal vocals and the girls' half-hearted efforts. Wonyoung and Leeseo are accused of seriously looking down on the audience as well as being incredibly lazy and untalented. Some savage netizens even mocked Wonyoung that she was singing Lemon Sun, not Strawberry Moon, because her voice was sour like lemon and jangling like the sun, not sweet and calm like Strawberry and Moon. People also described that all Wonyoung did on the stage was squeezing her facial muscles into cute expressions and cringing the hell out of people with her half-closing eyes and pouty lips. Even when the song reaches high notes, Wonyoung didn't even bother to move her mouth a bit wider, making the scene just too awkward to look at. Well, looks like this time, IVE has crossed the line. Their 2 videos of the performance have received far more dislikes than likes. And as international fans had to give up defending the girls, the situation within South Korea must be much worse. The most confusing thing is, why is it that Starship wanted to do a live stage, but instead of sending Leeseo and Yoojin who can actually sing, they gave the slots to Wonyoung and Leeseo whose vocals are said to be the weakest in IVE. Obviously, this company was trying to push Wonyoung on all fronts, from being the center and visual of the group to being MC at literally every award show. And now they're letting her steal the roles of other members? IVE is like a group created for Wonyoung's sake, and if so, Starship should have let her debut solo from the start. In fact, there's a theory that this is the image Starship designed for Wonyoung, being a pretty doll and getting advertisement contracts. The female idol just changed 180 degrees ever since joining Starship, and people miss the old Wonyoung. But they think if she keeps disrespecting the audience like this, she should change her job and be a model rather than being a K-pop idol. Some mature K-pop fans express that they don't hate Wonyoung and Leeseo, but look at the way fans only comment on how pretty these girls are. They realize that the standards of K-pop idols are dropping alarmingly low. Some also wonder how these manufactured dolls can ever hold a live concert like their seniors back in the good old days of Gen 2 and Gen 3, when idols were counted for their real talent and everyone was able to sing live smoothly even while performing powerful choreography. Another reason to believe IVE totally deserves the criticism is their Gen 4 peer, aespa, who was also being bashed for abusing lip sync in the past. But recently, this girl group has been seriously working on their live singing skills, especially Ningning and Winta. Compared to other girl groups of the same generation like NMIXX or New Jeans, IVE was said to be far more inferior, because just look at how Lily and Haewon conquering high notes in their dice stage. All members of New Jeans also sing live throughout their performance. From the second phase of Gen 4, entertainment agencies have started to realize the importance of vocal ability. If Starship keeps their old strategy of solely relying on Wonyoung's popularity, chances are IVE won't survive in the industry for long. Before this Strawberry Moon fuzz, IVE's 11th performance at the 2022 Kohaku was also said to be a disgrace to the Korean entertainment industry. Kohaku is a Japanese special event held annually on New Year's Eve. This is the entertainment program with the largest scale and highest investment in Japan, gathering many famous Japanese artists and groups. Thus, it's a privilege for foreign acts to be able to perform on Kohaku. Yet, out of everyone's expectation, IVE brought to the show a surprisingly superficial and lifeless performance, and of course, lip-syncing, and everyone knows Japanese hate lip-syncing. The girls were said to look as if they were pre-programmed robots because there was zero energy and none of the head swinging moves were done properly because they were all afraid of damaging their beautiful hair. Compared to the vibrant and bustling performances of other groups from Japan, IVE is said to be inferior in every way and looks extremely out of place. Some netizens straight up stated that IVE is shaming the K-pop industry because their performance at Kohaku made J-netizens think that K-pop groups are nugas from South Korea who wants to try their luck in Japan. However, fairly speaking, Kohaku is a big stage, not an ordinary music show. Even some Japanese artists felt nervous and pressured when performing, let alone foreign acts like IVE. Therefore, the fact that IVE's performance seemed underwhelming and had to rely on lip-syncing is understandable. Also on Kohaku's stage, Sserafim is the next girl group to get criticism for the same reason as IVE, lip-syncing. Firstly, netizens couldn't understand why Sserafim has Sakura, a former J-pop idol who knows the rules of the industry, but still decided to lip-sync at such an important event. Secondly, aren't Yoonjin and Chaewon said to be having the most powerful vocals in the group? Why didn't HYBE let them sing? To be fair, Sserafim isn't bad at singing at all, but the fact that the group lip-syncs too often has made netizens gradually believe they really couldn't sing. Accordingly, many Japanese artists had to give up the opportunity to appear in Kohaku to make room for K-pop groups like Sserafim. It seems that getting the chance to perform on the Kohaku stage is extremely important to them. However, HYBE didn't seem to appreciate that and had everything done so superficially. This is the reason a lot of J-pop fans formed an unfriendly view towards K-pop acts and equated them with nugas, calling them neguseo. To make things worse, K-netizens are also not on Sserafim's side. They criticize the group for bringing shame to K-pop and accusing the girls of trying to lick Japanese fans' boots and disrespect Korean history. While many of you are confused as to whether you misheard, netizens have already proven their point. Specifically, while the girls were performing, the lighting behind them suddenly formed a sun symbol similar to the one on the Japanese national flag. Yes, it is because of this detail that many K-netizens got triggered. They believe that Sserafim was deliberately trying to please Japanese fans, despite their morality and image back in their home country. South Koreans have always held a grudge against the Japanese because they couldn't forget the great pain and loss that the Japanese colonists brought to innocent Koreans back in the years before the World War II. Therefore, many Koreans are extremely sensitive to any symbol related to Japan, especially the national flag, because they consider it a symbol of domination and invasion. And as a result, when that sun symbol appeared in Sserafim's performance, the group immediately got under fire for bringing back Korea's painful nation's history. However, to Sserafim's fans, the criticism is totally ridiculous. They explain that the sun symbol is just a coincidence because stage lighting comes in many shapes, and one of the most common shapes is usually a bright spot in the middle with a halo surrounding it like the sun. Still, some netizens were quick to disprove that, saying it was definitely intentional because first, the symbol appeared right in the center of the stage where it was most noticeable, and second, it remained there for quite a while, about 10 seconds instead of just 0.5 seconds like other shapes. Furthermore, it can be seen that the bulbs were intentionally arranged in a circle to create the most perfect sun. Outside of the arguments, neutral K-pop fans noticed a very funny thing that not a single K-netizen ever showed any displeasure toward Sserafim's two Japanese members, Sakura and Kazuha, but suddenly made a fuzz when the group performed under a sun symbol? If they hate Japan so much, why support and stand the group when the lineup already includes Japanese from the start? Because of that, they believe this is just another controversy that Sserafim's haters created to bring the group down. So that is all for today's discussion. Do you think IVE should really improve their work morale? Is the sun symbol in Sserafim's performance just a coincidence, or is it actually the intention of HYBE? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting K-pop content. Thank you for watching!